Ignite is an ongoing series of speedy presentations. Each speaker gets only 5 minutes and 20 slides that auto-advance every 15 seconds.
We're going to introduce a young lady who is part of the Youth and Women's Empowerment Activist. She is an internationally recognized English poet, writer, editor, lecturer, keynote speaker, and a photographer. So such a wide range of skills. Her works have been featured in Newsweek International and on BBC World News, among other channels as well. She works and collaborates on projects with a special emphasis on matters pertaining to culture, the arts, building bridges, that's between people, not real bridges, I suppose, diversity, empowerment, leadership, and humanitarian issues. I think she is very, very well known in the Dhahran community, and many of you will already know her work. Can I please ask you to welcome Miss Nimah Nawwab?
Thank you, أ.رحمان. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء سيدنا محمد. All of us, all of humankind, are bound by a thread, regardless of the century we are born into, regardless of our faith, our age, our color. This thread is the journey we tread. And on our journey, it's an exciting journey. On this journey, we are influenced and inspired by the people we meet, by the thinkers, the philosophers, the writers, poets, and musicians. We're influenced by concepts, knowledge, by passions we embrace, by habits we seek. In the last few years, on my own simple and humble journey, I've been influenced while building the bridges for peace, while working with youth, and it's a blessing to work with youth, the future of our generation, while seeking to involve our youth in missions of relief. I've been working as well as a writer. I've never forgotten to be true to the vocation of a writer throughout these efforts. And it's been a blessing to be a writer, to be true to that vocation, because being a writer to me is to be versatile, to embrace versatility. And yet, for many writers feel that being a writer involves bemoaning it. In which sense? Complaining about it, because they think it includes being lonely. How can you say that? Being a writer means being lonely. It involves solitude. At the end of the day, you are alone. It's you and the paper, the pen and the paper, or nowadays, it's you and the laptop. That is true. It is you and the laptop. But for me, and for many others, whether it's writing or poetry, we have an invisible friend. And I'll share with you my invisible friend, which we call the muse. The muse. How it carries us through, taking on a life of its own, putting pen to paper, moving one beyond the world, a doorway onto other dimensions. Yet is stronger still as words, images tumble, written in the dead of night, in the darkening hours, with little light. Light's light, or is it illuminating light? And that is the soul behind a writer's creative process. When poems or writings or inspirations arrive, they come in a cascading flood. They poke you, they inspire you, They do not leave you alone. They're very persistent. My first poem started with the birth of my daughter, Amina. My first published poem was written at the death and murder of a young Palestinian, Muhammad al-Durra, which started a Palestinian intifada. My first book, as bestseller across the world, The Unfurling, led to a historic book signing in Saudi Arabia and to a historic book signing in the US. My new book, in which I immersed myself in further corroboration to promote Islamic art, including Islamic calligraphy, Canvas of the Soul, which I have a few copies of, also just arrived 2 weeks ago, has been launched, and I'm also going out on a US book tour and a UK book tour, inshallah, next week. So these projects lead to no solitude. They lead to diversity, to embracing the arts. And it's a blessing. I insisted with my new publisher to be included, which is very, very unusual, to be included in the option of signing off on each graphic element, because I've been involved with graphic art. So collaboration is key. And now I will conclude, for those who are interested, with a few writing tips. When you write, try to be brief. People nowadays don't have time to read much. Try to hook your reader. This has always been true, but it's more true nowadays than ever. Last but not least, collaborate with other artists, and always remember to be true and genuine. Your tone carries across. Just as when you meet people, you're genuine and honest. Be honest and genuine in your writing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.